Hi guys, we're Kirsten and Lewis and we live in our VW crafter named Cora. Today we're doing a little bit of a day in the life, so if you want to come with me, let's go. Ugh, it's horrible outside. Ugh. Okay, I've got my horrible soaking jacket off and I've got two places to go. I've got to drop some parcels off because we sold some things that we've been slowly trying to get rid of, things that we just don't need, that just take up space. And second, I've got to go to the storage locker. So we have actually kept like some of our things because, oh, hang on, because the radio's gonna start. It's just gonna be loud in there. Apparently it's not starting. So yeah, so we've kept some of our things. So it's like sentimental value type things, and also with kind of our work, Lewis has got items that you wouldn't really be able to find again. So like if we sold them, it's unlikely that we'd ever come across another one again. So can't really get rid of them, and it's not too expensive. Like we pay £124 something, so it's just under £125 every month. And I'll show you the locker. Like it's quite big. I feel like that's a good price. Yeah, so let's go for a little drive. Charge up the electric. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but oh, magpie. That sounded like it wasn't going to start. We're away. So yeah, so I'm just going to drive to the post office, to the storage locker. I'll show you guys the storage locker because, I don't know, I find storage places really cool. So we may as well chat. And Lewis isn't with me today, so he's got loads of work to do. So I'm doing this on my own. But I've got you guys, so you can keep me company. Just a little thing. I was going to say this is just for the women, but if you're like Lewis and you're trying to grow your hair out, I did that amazing thing last night. Well, maybe not amazing, but I just done like overnight plaits. Just took them out this morning, so my hair was wet, like last night obviously. And then it just dries, goes a bit wild, but it means I get to save on the electric a little bit, because obviously by the time you use straighteners and that, and we charge our laptops, it's easier if I've got ways around using the electric all the time. So this is my little electric saving tip, and a hair tip, because if anyone else struggles to get nice hair whilst being in the van, I feel your pain. I'm not saying this is nice either, by the way guys, but it just saves me a lot of hassle. And if I've got a really busy work day, it's easy to just kind of like have the plaits, then take them out quickly in time for like say a Zoom call or something, because obviously we work in our van. So yeah, it just saves time if you're busy, if you're lazy, all of the above. This car is just like, do you know when you have like a little car and you would think that they're a lorry because they need that much of the road, and I'm coming through in a big van and they're just like freaking out then. All you gotta do is move over a little bit. So I am just pulling into the little, I say little, it's quite a big parking area for a little shop. So yeah, I'm gonna go drop off some parcels. I'm not gonna film in there because it's one of them awkward shops where you just kind of like, it's so small you end up walking into people. So we're just gonna park over here. Yes, we are miles away. And I will be back in a minute. So we've got soaked again. I don't know about anyone else, but I can't drive in a soaking jacket, so wish this rain would stop. And we're away. Someone's parked in like a terrible way, and I genuinely don't know if I can be able to get out of this car park without them moving. Let's see. Oh, we should be okay. Does anyone else like suck in when you've got to go through a small gap, as if that's making the van any smaller? Okay, I don't know if you can really see it, but the leaves are starting to turn brown. Do you know how excited I am just about autumn and winter? I love the sun, but I don't know, everything's a bit prettier when it starts changing colour. So I'm happy about that, even with the rain today. So this is our very full storage locker. We are just leaving the storage locker now. I'm starving, but we're trying to be good and like save money, so I'm not gonna stop for a McDonald's or KFC no matter how much I want to right now. I'll get back and then we'll probably both eat something. Not sure what yet. Don't know what I fancy other than a McDonald's or KFC. No, we're gonna be healthy. Gonna lose the lockdown weight, like finally. Anyone else just hoarding lockdown weight? I gained like 2 stone. I think I've managed to lose like 6 pounds. I did manage to lose like a stone, and then I just put it all back on again. So we will try not to fall in to a McDonald's on the way back. But also, when do my Monopoly coupons need to be used by? As you can see, there's a learner car in front of me, and then you've got a car coming down with a trailer on the right. And, well, yeah, you can see that was pretty close. I just kind of braked to back away from it all. But, yeah, I think they were quite lucky for that. Okay, so I'm done with all my running around for today, and now I'm actually back and I've got to do some work. So I'm just, like, setting up, ready for my Zoom call on this table. Our table is actually like pretty big for a van table, but we need it because I'll show you like what I kind of mean now actually. So when I have like Zoom calls and stuff to do, I have it like this. So this thing actually takes up like a lot of space, but that's just because it's a nice angle for Zoom calls. But basically the actual reason that it's this big is so Lou can have his laptop like this, and then he has a keyboard by here. So unless you've actually got jobs that are kind of that demanding in space, you don't really need a table this big. It moves a little bit, but as you can see, like, we're very limited on how much it can move because it is so big. I feel like that's probably one of our weird, quirky things. Ooh. Okay. I feel like that's probably one of them like weird, quirky things that our van has that probably people don't have and don't need. So yeah, you just have like a normal sized table really to work on, because you could just have your laptops, but he takes up a lot of space. But I don't mind because it means I get to put this thing on when I want to. It's literally a table on a table, because this is what I use actually in bed if I'm doing work, because if Lou like takes all of the table, then I've got nowhere to work from. So I either go in the front seats with this and then just have the laptop on this, or I'll just basically do work from bed, which that's never a bad thing. Like, I feel lucky to be able to work from bed sometimes. Okay, so this lighting is probably the worst lighting to film in, but it's raining outside, it's dark, it's quite late, so I just wanted to show you a few bits, because we've been cooking in the van, which obviously we've been cooking in the van, but basically Lou cooked something the other day and it was getting everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Like, I was sitting all the way on the other side of the van and it scattered on my foot, so my anxiety was just like this every time I did like little. So I went to Lidl's the other day and basically they had this, and it says this is a casserole dish, but my brain just seen like a frying pan with a lid for $14.99, and I was like, that is going to solve all the problem, or most of the problem. It can go in the oven as well, but it says like in the oven up to 160 degrees, and I don't know if it's just my generation, but everything that goes in the oven just goes in at 200 and then you just forget about it. So it probably won't go in the oven because it'll melt. Or the handles will melt maybe, because the handles are plastic. So it doesn't make sense to me why they make things like this with plastic handles. If anyone's got any information on that, you can enlighten me in the comments, because I would love to know why they would do that. Just put a metal handle on it. I will pay a little bit more. But also, a couple of other things we bought today. They kind of haven't got the little packets on anymore because we were opening them for Lou to like test. So Lou's hair is getting really long, which he wants. Like, he has it cut and stuff, but he wants to grow it out. So today I went and looked for some kind of headbands. This one, I don't think he's that fussed on this one, but he loves this one. So there's a pack of 2 of these. So we got all these in Claire's. So that's going to sort his van life hair out. And then I got a few things, because obviously I always use the electric to either like I want to say straighten, but I've been out in the rain, so I straighten or like curl my hair. But in the winter, obviously, like our solars aren't generating as much, so thought I'd think of some ideas. So I got like a few of these little like clips and some like mini ones. So we've got them. Oh, and I also got like a little headband. I feel like this is gonna work really well. Like, it sounds disgusting, but if my hair goes a little bit greasy and we haven't got time to wash it, or like if we're out and about, we can just chuck this on. And yeah, I promise it looks a lot better than when I just shoved it on there. I wasn't actually sure if it was gonna suit me, but it looks okay, so we're going with it. We'll see. Future videos, if it looks terrible, someone please tell me. And so we've booked basically the ferry on for the 3rd of November to go over to Europe, and we're going to Amsterdam, which is one of our favourite places. And obviously it's cold, and I was looking the other day, I don't have any gloves. They seem to have just disappeared. They might be in storage, but I can't find them anywhere. So I got these in H&M, just like a little pack of 2, and they've got like the special fingers so I can use my phone at the same time without taking them off, so I can have warm hands and use my phone. So yeah, I feel like they were quite cheap. They were like $5.99, but I feel like with everything going up, like that was quite cheap. And they're like this cute, like I'm kind of going for not like all neutral colours, but at the minute I'm finding, obviously with like the limited wardrobe space, even though we have huge wardrobes, just trying to kind of limit it down so kind of everything matches with everything, or something matches with something, and just makes life easier in the van. Like this is very neutral. So yeah, that was my little shopping trip to Swansea today. So I promise I will not go on about my pan again, just one last time, because I've opened it and obviously it was like all sealed on top. I had like cardboard, whatever. But do you know when you just like open something and because it's new and it's like shiny, can you see it's got like a little bit of glitter? I don't know if I'm just putting this in the video so that when it gets ruined by the amount of times we use it, I can look back and appreciate what it looked like at the start. And look, there it is with its lid.